2-1 mark, 5 minutes. So there is another opportunity in the B section. But JMK's got to come out here and post 400 points. So as we were talking earlier, our defending champion's not going to make the front row of the final. First boat away from the dock is bright red of the U3, the Griggs Ace Hardware Jimmy King. He is away from the dock. The second boat, same color, just got a bigger number on it, 12, turbine powered, the Graham Trucking with J. Michael Kelly. Aaron Salmon is the third boat away from the dock, waiting only on Dustin Eccles and Andrew Tate. Both are away from the dock. The fire is lit on both of them, so we're going to have all of them on the water. Kevin, we're sending them all over to you. You get a look at the boats coming your way for Heat 4A.
I do, and there goes the CarStar Presents Miss Rock, the 99.9. They come directly at me, so you get to see them before they turn to the side and you get the profile. So this is a beautiful shot as the U12 just goes up the backstretch. Andrew Tate is taking an interesting line into the boat race.
He sure is.
He's kind of coming inside a little bit, and a lot of those guys like to swing out wide, but Andrew Tate decided to kind of go a little bit closer to the shore for longer than most of these drivers do.
He wanted to give us a view up here on the tower.
All right, take a peek at the river conditions right now because they're about to change.
Yeah, they are gorgeous right now.
It's very placid out there.
3:35 to the start of Heat 4A. Last chance for points here before the final.
And we had a chance for 3A and 3B from Par Lumber earlier today, and everything was extremely polite during the milling period. Does that all change here in 4A from the Truss Company?
Well, my comment to all of that was if they've got a killer combination in the 12 and he's got a trump card to steal lane 1 from anybody, he better play it now because there may not be a tomorrow for J. Michael Kelly.
Well, and Jimmy King is trying to claim lane 1 right now, so he's parked it right inside of lane 1 as he gets into turn 1. Aaron Salmon, he's going to be way outside. He'll probably end up in lane 4. I think he and Dustin Eccles will be outside.
Oh, cutting through the Esco Electric infield. J. Michael Kelly to the back stretch.
Got to hustle. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Yeah, this
Got enough overlap.
This is worth fighting for, and because as we talked just a couple of minutes ago, Andrew Tate is very well aware of the situation surrounding J. Michael Kelly, and if he could make sure he beats Kelly and Kelly only gets 300 or less, that just makes it even harder. He does not want to have to deal with Kelly in the final.
Two bright red boats heading into U-Pull Auto Parts turn number 4. J. Michael Kelly is going to, oh no, actually cutting across the course in the Esco Electric infield is J. Michael Kelly to the front stretch, while Jimmy King in the 3, Griggs Ace Hardware, came around Buffalo Brothers turn number 4. So Jimmy King dices across to claim lane number 1 again.
Michael, tell me when JMK crosses the line.
Well, that was the Griggs boat that just went across.
Okay,
now J. Michael Kelly.
All right, so remember my comment. You do not want to cross start-finish line with 2.
Cutting across the infield through the Esco Electric infield, it's going to be J. Michael Kelly to the back stretch.
And it looks like is that the 99, no, yeah, the 99.9 also cutting across the infield.
So Aaron Salmon with a little move across the infield. Oh wow, look at, it's J. Michael Kelly back to the front stretch again.
He's decided to run the GP course maybe.
He didn't even make it that far, Kevin.
That's true. He didn't even make it that far.
So you got it. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Sorry, I'd lost you guys.
Now he's cutting across. Can he beat Andrew Tate to the spot? It looks like he will down here at Tire Factory turn 2.
Boy, watch the 3, and we're monitoring the radio. He's really pushing it to make a legal start and stay above 80.
So that's Jimmy King and the Griggs piston-powered boat in lane number 1 coming up the backstretch. What's our time, Brad?
50 seconds.
And he's got some time to kill. He's way early.
Yeah, I think Kelly's okay.
Yeah, J. Michael Kelly in the Graham Trucking 12 is coming up the backstretch. You have Dustin Eccles on the outside. And it kind of leaves you a question, well, where's Andrew Tate going to fit into this? He's in the 9. Les Schwab Tires just getting to the top end of the backstretch. On his outside would be Aaron Salmon in the 99.9. Yep, that's a really slow turn number 4 for Buffalo Brothers on the inside.
3 needs to pick it up.
For Jimmy King and the Griggs Ace Hardware, but that's where he wanted to be for his
On the 12.
much needed points. Lane number 2 is going to be J. Michael Kelly. Lane 3, Andrew Tate. Lane 4, Aaron
5,
Salmon on the outside,
4,
Dustin Eccles.
3, 2, 1.
It is a
5.
clean start. And in lane number 1, it is Jimmy King. On the outside, Dustin Eccles with a lot of momentum, but the fight's in between. The fight inside, and Andrew Tate's going to lead down that front stretch.
Actually, the piston boat's going to get down here first. J. Michael Kelly's going to be driving in a hallway. He's driving between Tate and King.
Jimmy King got to go a little bit outside. J. Michael Kelly having to deal with him as the 3 leads about a tire factory turn 2 down the back stretch, but Tate catching up on the outside.
He is. He's trying to pull away a little bit, but Jimmy King has found some piston.
The 3 jumped the gun.
Down the back stretch, Andrew Tate is just about a boat length ahead as we head into You Pull It Auto Parts turn number 3. Top end of the course, Tate on the outside with the lead. Jimmy King on the inside, falling back about a 2 boat length lead now for Tate on the outside. To the exit pin, Buffalo Brothers turn number 4. And then we see J. Michael Kelly in that tunnel coming out. He's in 3rd place right now. It's a deck-to-deck race with Tate in the Les Schwab, flying it down the Columbia River course across the start-finish line, leading lap number 1.
A lot of air underneath Andrew's boat's got the piston boat on the inside. We have heard that the piston boat has jumped the gun.
Oh!
He may not be in it. It's going to be Kelly, I think, trailing those 2 boats. And if we're right, we've got it off the official radio. Kelly is running in 2nd, but Tate is really airing it out.
He is down through tire factory turn 2, but the 3 is impressive with the speed, even if he's not competing for a race finish with the 9, but the 12 now way back. The J. Michael Kelly boat has slowed way down. He's at least 2 or 3 rooster tails behind. Not good news for the 12.
No, it's really difficult because that was so close.
That start looked clean from our vantage point right in front of the start-finish line.
But the officials make the call upstairs. So the race leader would be Andrew Tate in the Les Schwab coming off the exit pin of turn number 4. Buffalo Brothers turn number 4. Down the front stretch across the Griggs Ace Hardware start-finish line. Now followed by Jimmy King in the Griggs Ace Hardware. Now, boy, Jimmy King is riding it up out of the water. What a great run. J. Michael Kelly in the 12 has moved way outside, trying to find some cleaner water coming down the front stretch to West Coast Auto Dealers turn number 1.
Andrew Tate is sending a message up and down pit road that he is not afraid to fly that U9. Keep an eye on him, Kevin.
Absolutely. He's stayed out there in lane 2, lane 3. Flying the boat down the back stretch. He's got at least a 2 rooster tail lead on the 3. More than that to the 12. U12 trying to show a little bit of power, see what JMK has, but Tate looks like he's going to take this one.
Yeah, Brad, and the question is now for J. Michael Kelly. Does he know he doesn't really have to get around the 3?
I was just going to say the same thing. If we know that King jumped the gun, so does JMK, but JMK is not pulling his foot like you would expect him to do. We'll keep watching it. Bring down Tater. He's really flying it, Michael.
Andrew Tate, exit pin, turn number 4, Buffalo Brothers turn onto the front stretch. White flag is out. We'll have one more lap around in our 4-lap Heat 4A from Trust Company. And look at Andrew Tate down the front stretch. That is a perfect run. Jimmy King is holding on to 2nd place, but look at the challenger on the outside is J. Michael Kelly, and we're wondering if King knows about the penalty. They all have to be aware.
It'd have to be. Now, King's coming down here in lane 1. Kelly's coming down here in about lane 5. Kelly's running a really big race course. It's got to be tough to get around King. Meanwhile, leader way up the backstretch.
Oh, yeah, Andrew Tate already halfway down the backstretch as JMK leaves Tire Factory turn 2. Not sure if he's trying to run down the 3 or if they both kind of settled in, but JMK looks like he's still got a lot of speed out there on the water.
Yeah, great run for the 9. Les Schwab Delta Real Track with Andrew Tate into You Pull It Auto Parts turn number 3 with a 3 rooster tail lead over Jimmy King in the Griggs boat, piston-powered boat that we get word has jumped the gun. Off the exit pin, Buffalo Brothers turn number 4. The checkered flag is out. And another heat victory. In the 9. J. Michael Kelly is challenging Jimmy King on the front stretch. Had to back out a little bit. Had a little bit too much air under the boat. Jimmy King on the course finishing in 2nd, but we know he's got a penalty for jumping the gun. So your 2nd place finisher, the other red boat on the outside, J. Michael Kelly in the 12 Graham Trucking.
And given the fact that we found out today about a technical penalty that occurred yesterday, these things can sometimes get reviewed, and I think JMK may have just been playing that one safe and take a run at him.
No doubt.
So, and here comes, Jimmy's coming back here right now. They're all headed back to the pit area. Glenn Morgan is down there. We will have winning and contending drivers shortly.
And how about Aaron Salmon, Brad, in the 99.9 CarStar Miss Rock? Another great performance.
Aaron Salmon did a great job in that. He was running in a soup can down there, and it got rough down here in turn 1, but Salmon was handling it.
And Dustin Eccles doing exactly what he needed to do.
Yeah, keep an eye on him.
That was about as far as I could go. I wasn't it's wide open.
It's fine. It's fine. I know it's hard on you. I think it's just pounded like the chickens out there. I can hear it from here. That turn there is just tough.
Of course, those can be reviewed, and